when I was talking about prices coming down, I was, of course, referring to the Denon. So can we take a look at that?
Yes, the Denon AVC-8500 is reducing in price, partly because it's been around for a few years now, and Denon have just launched a new lineup of receivers. However, the fact that it's been around for a while, don't put that against it because, first of all, it's had an upgrade recently. So um, the full title X8500HA, so the H bit refers to HEOS, which is Denon's multi-room system. The A refers to the fact that this has got a new HDMI board. So again, like the Arcam, they've added HDMI 2.1 to give you full future-proofing in terms of 8K and 4K 120 and all the next-gen gaming features in the HDR formats. So that's great. It's currently £3,999. Again, not cheap, but cheaper than when it launched. And you might be able to pick up some quite good deals because, as I said, it's approaching the end of its lifespan. This is an absolute beast of a receiver, though. It's got 13.2 channels of processing, and it's got 13 channels built into it. So you can do a full 13.2 channel system right out of the box without adding any additional amplification. It's all in there. It uses Class AB in a monoblock design, and it's really powerful, really responsive, and as I said, a bit of a beast. I mean, it is big and heavy, so bear that in mind if you've got a bad back. Connectivity, like I said, they've added HDMI 2.1, but unlike the Arcam, the back is quite daunting because it's just full of connectivity and analog inputs and digital inputs, and obviously all the speaker terminals for all those channels. But I do think that Denon are quite clever because they color code everything to make it easier to work out what it is you're trying to do and what it is you need to connect. Also, despite it might look intimidating, but the setup wizard that Denon have on their receivers is brilliant because it takes you through the whole process, making setup relatively easy, and also Odyssey EQ, which allows you to again use a provided microphone to EQ the entire system for your room, for the bass, and to make sure that all the speakers are tonally balanced. In terms of features, feature packed, absolutely feature packed. So you get Dolby Atmos, DTSX, Auro 3D, IMAX Enhanced. You've got Wi-Fi, you've got Bluetooth, you've got AirPlay 2. It works with Google Assistant. It works with Amazon Alexa. It's you literally won't find a better specified receiver on the market. Actually, I keep calling it a receiver, but technically it's not because it doesn't have. The one thing it doesn't have is a tuner. So technically it's an AV amplifier, which is why the code is AVC rather than AVR at the front of the name. But it comes in a choice of black or premium silver, and it is a fantastic AV amplifier. Again, I ran it in a 13.2 system, and it delivered the goods in spectacular style. Really, I mean, one thing I'll say about Denon is that their receivers and amplifiers are incredibly aggressive with soundtracks in a good way. The modern blockbuster soundtracks used to get through a Denon, it sounds amazing. I mean, you've got effects flying all over the place, and it really does bring it all together and orchestrate it in a very controlled and a very precise manner. I've been a big fan of Denon for years and owned many over the years, and I do think that they make great receivers and amplifiers. And when it was launched, the X8500 was their absolute tip of the top, the best receiver amplifier that they'd ever made, and even though it's a few years old now, it's still a stellar performer.
And you said to keep an eye on the price. So with the Black Friday deals coming up and then post-Christmas, do you think a bargain could be had here?
Yeah, I definitely think that as the new Denon amplifiers and receivers start to hit the shelves over the next month or so, the end of November will definitely be a chance to pick up some bargains. And I think if you do see it at a good price, snap it up because I guarantee you will not be disappointed.